she decides to conceive you, you did not ask to be conceived. She has to say to herself, it's a one-sided choice on her part. You were not consulted. She has to say to herself, if I have this kid, it's going to mean 21 years of doing laundry. Is it worth it to me or not? Do I regard the pleasures involved as sufficient payment? And if she says no, I would say do not have children. But the moral, practical, proper attitude is not to say, I resent doing it, but I'll do it bitterly as a sacrifice for 21 years, and then the kid will be a slave for life to repay me. I don't believe that parenthood consists of breeding slaves.
Wiping the baby's ass is no real great career. In other words, they try to get women to believe in having children. You know, children are a pain in the ass. They're not pleasant. They can't say anything new. They require a lot of your time. You can't travel. You can't do a lot of things. So the population in the future will be diminished.
A lot of these professional mommies, boy, they think there's nothing better than having a baby. Oh, they think it's the biggest thing in the world, like it's a big event, having a baby. I call it pumping out a unit. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing, pumping out a fucking unit. Boom, boom. Like some of them like assembly lines, like a factory. Boom, every fucking year. Boom. Hey, Jeff, want a kid? Boom. How about twins? Boom, 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 boom. Polluting the earth. Polluting the earth with these creatures who have no future. They have no future. Have you pictured what this planet is going to be like in 40 to 50 years? It's going to be a big smoking ball of shit. A big smoking, flaming, stinking ball of gaseous shit.
Those people who say, I want more children, are not saying, I want my kids to have a decent life.
We have mechanisms that respond to overpopulation, and in the final analysis, we don't have to worry about population control because there will be population control. By mental troubles, crowd diseases, and starvation, these processes will come into play, but at such a level of population that we'll all be acutely miserable. And the question is, are we willing to exert conscious control so as to keep the population size at a more comfortable level?
Whether it's food or water shortages, climate change, species extinction, or peak oil, every problem is multiplied by increasing population.
If you manage somehow to half each person's consumption on average, but you allow population size to double, you haven't gained at all. Because if you have half as much consumption per person, but twice as many persons, you're right where you started from.
Now push! Push! Don't push! Don't push!